Hey everyone, welcome to Conversations with Azu, the Vitality and More podcast. It's always a pleasure to share this space with you all. I'm founder of Vitality and More and author of Follow Your Heart, Live, Eat, Be. I'm back from a short pause over the festive season, and I do hope that you've all had some time to rest, rejuvenate, and be with loved ones and do the things you love. I have enjoyed lots of family time and lots of time in the gardens here on our farm, growing our own organic produce. Summer is a very busy time for us here on the farm, and we've been blessed with an abundance of fruits and vegetables to nourish our mind and body. I'm ready and excited to start the year off with my podcast and other new ventures. I do hope to have some guests join me later this year, so stay tuned. But for now, it's solo podcasting. I just want to share my gratitude once again for all you listeners that are tuning in as each new episode lands. You all know who you are. You're amazing. Bless you. Thank you for raising your vibration higher with us. For my new listeners, this podcast is about connecting real conversations around wholeness and wellness. I share my wisdom around topics that will inspire you to make an inward journey. Be curious, follow your heart to purposeful living, and find abundance within. Just a quick mention before we begin, as always, this podcast does not in any way offer medical or professional health advice, as I am not trained in either of these areas. What this podcast does do, however, is offer a platform where we can have conversations to help guide us to becoming more whole, living a life of abundance, health, and happiness. My purpose is to create healthy, practical, and authentic conversations here so that you too can find alignment with life and know your why. Now, let's get started with this week's episode on the topic of alignment in the new year, episode 11. Let's dive into this conversation of alignment in the new year and why it's a topic of conversation this week. So, for me, since I've been on this spiritual journey and following my heart more, I now view the start of the new year differently. It's always a great way to start afresh as the new year begins to do a bit of cleanup around your home or office, or perhaps clean out your closet because it makes sense to do that. But you see, I feel it's more than that. It's about reassessing how far you've come, all that you've achieved in the previous year by living more intentionally, and how you can continue to work on your well-being. Another way to look at it is to ask yourself, how did you serve your well-being last year? And what is it that you want to change, add, grow, and expand on this year? Is it about breaking old habits or perhaps creating new ones? Is it about starting a new job or career or learning a new language or writing that new book that you've talked about for so long? Whatever you think alignment is about for you, then tune in to that. The most important thing for me as I welcomed 2025 was to find a way to come back to myself and become more present and more aligned. You see, I don't make New Year's resolutions anymore or goals, but I look at how I can be more intentional, how I can be more alignment with life, with myself, with my family, with nature, well, with everything, I guess. When we talk about alignment, we are referring to that place where things start to fall in place. But they fall in place because of our thoughts, our vibrations, our frequency, our essence, our heart and mind coherence. Alignment feels better. It is when we flow with life and life flows back with us. If we are not in alignment, then we are out of flow, out of balance, and everything just feels off. You know, life feels hard, you have no direction, you lack motivation, and you continue to force or push things which are not meant for you. My own self-discovery journey continues to teach me to be more curious, to ask questions as I dive into a new day, a new week, a new month, a new year, to see where I should focus my energy towards. How am I being in tune with life today? How am I being in alignment today? How am I showing up today? These are the types of questions I ask, and then I ask again so that I can gain clarity and find the answers. The thing that most of us miss in our busy day-to-day lives is that we don't realize we are our greatest resource. All the answers, all the solutions, all the power is within us. Our soul, our heart, our higher self knows what it means or feels like to be in true alignment. It's about pressing pause and meditating and asking these questions and asking for guidance. When we ask, we are guided. Solutions, abundance, and opportunities emerge, allowing us to live with more intention and alignment. You may be wondering or asking, so how do I live in alignment? How do I remove the need, and need in inverted commas, to set New Year goals? And how will this serve me better? What's the difference? Well, the difference is this: it's about getting real with yourself. It's about tuning into your heart, your intuition, and understanding what is in your highest good and living with intention, living with presence, doing things with ease, more fun, more joy, less pain, less force. It's quite simple once you make that shift in your mindset. The shift to focus on alignment, the shift to realizing your true potential, the shift to unlocking your limitless abilities. Remember that the only thing that's holding us back is the collective narrative, the narrative that you must have New Year goals to quit this or quit that. But what about living more intentionally? What about finding yourself, finding your purpose, and sharing that with the world? Wouldn't that be living with alignment? Wouldn't that feel uplifting and expansive? How do you want to flow for you? Do you want it to be a repeat of last year, or do you want to attract everything that is in your path of alignment and abundance? I invite you to show up. I invite you to make small swaps with the language around New Year goals and tell yourself and others how you are feeling and wanting your new year to be filled with love, hope, abundance, and alignment. Doesn't that just flow with ease rather than saying, my New Year's resolution is to grow my own food, quit smoking, quit my job, etc., etc.? The language of resolutions means you're doing something wrong, that you must resolve everything from the year before. But why? The year before has passed. It's not really relevant anymore, and it's brought you to a new year, perhaps one step closer to where you need to be to feel more whole. It's about being in alignment with the present moment and feeling alive with all that you are and all that you do. So when you start the new year, please start with an open heart. Ask for all that you desire. Set your intentions. Be realistic. Be authentic. And focus your energy on feeling into all that you have asked about. I'm sure your experience will be completely different than previously. Remember, the choice is yours. How you want to start the new year is entirely up to you. You can continue to make New Year goals, but I would love to know, have you achieved all the goals you've been setting year after year? Or do you feel a sense of disappointment or disillusionment because you were not able to achieve all those New Year resolutions? Are they really taking you closer to your truth, to your happy place, to your purpose, to be more aligned? Something to think about. All I'm doing here with this conversation is asking you to look at a new year through a different lens so that you can feel aligned, be aligned, and flow more, and simply show up for yourself. So I invite you to open your mind and lean into your life with alignment, love, presence, awareness, and acceptance. Remember that life ought to be about freedom and happiness. It's about the freedom to be you, to be whole, to be aligned, and to be a limitless being in all that you are and all that you do. Be truthful and connect to your needs, your emotions, your desires, and see where you are not free, where you need to do the work. If you are feeling like you may need some guidance with whatever is holding you back, or to understand how you can personally or your business may need more alignment in the new year, or some more clarity, then get in touch and see how our intuitive life coaching program can help guide you. As spoken about in other episodes, when we are fully connected to our own energy and our whole, we are flowing, we are grounded, we love ourselves, we are in alignment and have a certain frequency, a vibration that shines through us and inspires others to shine more too. Allow your frequency to bloom so that you can have greater awareness, greater alignment, and speak your truth in all that you do. Let's conclude today with the knowing that how you choose to flow into the new year is entirely up to you. But it's about having the tools to show up differently, to try something new, to be more open, more receptive, and more purposeful. We are all light and luminous beings, and so we must continue to do everything in our power to nourish this light fully, wholly, and with love, so that we can flow in and out of alignment as we expand in life. I invite you to review your New Year's resolutions and set intentions. Review what worked last year and understand that it's all part of your journey as you have arrived at the new year already. Don't be too hard on yourself. Take the lessons and grow with them. I invite you to move into greater flow and be more trusting of your own wisdom and presence. I invite you to live with more alignment. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on shifting the narrative and making each new year feel enough, making peace with the past, and entering the new year with intention, truth, and love. Please leave me a comment, rate or review this show, and let's keep this conversation growing. And if you love what you heard, please subscribe or share with your friends and family and let the conversation expand. Thank you for tuning in today, for trusting me. I'm grateful knowing that you are listening and doing the work for your well-being, wholeness, and expansion. Details for our intuitive life and business coaching services are in the show notes or via the Learn More button on Instagram. Please do get in touch and we can set up a free discovery call to see where you may be stuck or not free. Our new website and booking page will be available soon. Namaste, beautiful friends. Sending love, blessings, and vitality and more your way. Until next time, stay happy, healthy, abundant, and in alignment.